Is it always going to be Maryland medical malpractice if your doctors injure something during your colonoscopy? Want to know the answer to that question? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello guys, I'm Marcus Boston and I'm a medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to talk with you today quickly about injuries that are suffered during colonoscopies. Now, I'm shooting this video today because over the last couple of months we have had a lot of calls about this issue. This is a critical issue, and this is something that if you've had a colonoscopy and you've suffered an injury during the procedure, or your doctors let you know that they injured something during the procedure, you're probably watching this video because you now have questions. Well, back to the question that I asked, is it always going to be medical malpractice? The short answer is no, it's not always going to be medical malpractice. And I want to talk with you today about one critical issue that your lawyer is going to be taking a look at in these types of cases. And that critical issue is, when the injury occurred, what did the doctors do? So I'm going to give you an example, I'm going to give you a hypothetical, as they say, and I'm going to give you two outcomes that can happen. In the first example that I want to talk about is an injury occurs during the procedure and the doctors do not notice the injury. They don't see it, they don't notice it, and that means that they do not repair it. And then as a result of this, you start leaking, or the patient begins to leak and have complications stemming from the injury. The patient goes to the hospital or calls up the doctor and tells the doctor that I'm having problems, I'm not doing too well, and the doctors essentially brush the patient off. They don't do any follow-up work, and they really don't do anything. Well, the patient goes on and things get worse. The patient, for example, can get septic and either die or suffer serious complications. That's the first example. Now, in that example, there's probably, I'm going to say probably, there's probably going to be issues here with the doctors, because the doctors did not take the time to notice the injury. They didn't do any type of follow-up with the injury, and they didn't do anything to try to repair it. And that's going to dovetail me into that second example. The same thing happens, but in this case, the doctors do notice the injury. They do go in and they begin to repair, or when the patient calls the doctors and let the doctors know they're having issues, the doctors quickly go in and they fix everything up. And when they go in, they fix everything, the patient really doesn't have any long-term effects, or there's really no type of long-term issue that the patient is having. In that instance, it's probably going to be pretty hard to bring a Maryland medical malpractice case under those set of facts. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about this critical issue, and why have I talked with you about these two different examples? The reason why is I'm trying to help you get insight into this process. If you're watching this video, more than likely you've suffered an injury during a colonoscopy, and it could be a serious injury. You could be gotten septic, or you have other serious injuries that have occurred, and now you're wondering, what should you do? What is this process going to be like? Well, if you have questions and concerns, this is what I invite you to do. And guys, remember, it costs you absolutely nothing to take this action. And that is, go ahead and pick up that phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832. Or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. Guys, I answer Maryland medical malpractice questions like yours all the time, and I'll be glad to take some time and listen to your story. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group, LLC, and we will see you next time. Guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.